Okay, so today we have a new unboxing for a new helmet communicator. So I shouldn't call this a communicator. I think I should just call it a Bluetooth helmet speaker system because it does not appear to connect to another headset, but we'll test that. So let's just open it up. This is from GEARELEC. It's the X5 helmet headset. This is our user guide. Okay. This is our intercom itself, or headset unit. This spins back and forth. It's pretty neat. It's a big knob. It gets pushed here. There's A, B buttons here. It's shiny. It's an interesting material. It doesn't feel like any of the other communicators I've used. It does feel kind of, I would describe this as cheap, but you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It has Type-C on the bottom. I suspect that is for charging, and also on the bottom is your connector for your headphones or your speakers. Inside the box we have a USB-C cable. We have some speaker Velcro balls. We have a foam cover for the mic. Apparently we have two foam covers for the mic because there's also one in here, so a spare. A bunch of different Velcro pieces, and here is our mount. Let's see how that attaches. Looks like it goes on just like this. Okay, that's clicked on in the back. To take it off, you push back on this piece here, and it will lift out. Inside this baggie, so we'll put the Velcro back in the box. Inside this baggie we have the microphone, which has a sticker on it that is Velcro on. Yep, so that there is Velcro, and this is an adhesive pad. So more Velcro. These are the speakers. It looks like none of this actually comes apart. So speakers are here, mic is here, and this plugs into the bottom of the unit like so. So I'm going to thumb through the manual a little bit, and then we'll play with this and see if we can't figure it out. Okay, so a couple things I've noticed so far. So this unit actually has a warning light on the back that you can turn on, and the way that's done is by just tapping the power button. So right now it's off. Here it's on steady. Here it flashes, and here it fades in and out, and then we're back to off. So that's kind of a neat feature. The other thing I've noticed about this is the control here is a kind of a springy wheel. This works differently. It's actually the opposite of how you would expect it to work, of how other units work. So when you turn it in one direction and hold, the volume will go up and down, and you know, vice versa. Now if you just flick it, that will switch to the next track. Over here, this A button, the A button is used to turn on auto answer, or toggle on auto answer on and off. If you tap it twice, you get the FM radio, and the B button simply just kicks on Siri or Google Assistant. I don't use that, so I'm not going to be testing that. But again, power is on the bottom. The audio hookup, the headphone jack is also on the bottom. This is really where I like to see them because, again, water goes from the top down. It's less likely to splash up into there. So that's a really, really good spot for it. So this is the basic operation. It does not function as an intercom. It does not appear to function as an intercom. It is not advertised to work as an intercom. So this cannot be connected to another unit. If you are only riding by yourself and you don't really, or you expect to connect with your fellow riders via phone by like a phone call, or maybe you have some kind of app that you use, this will work great. The sound quality is okay. So I don't think it sounds as good as the Wakeshin R6S, but this is a lot cheaper. So this particular unit is can be had for a little over right around the $25 range, and I think it's a decent unit. It seems to work well. It paired very easily with my phone, so I'm going to keep playing with it. I'm going to put it in my helmet and see what it actually sounds like in terms of sound quality. Stand by. Okay. So the installation was successful, kind of. So something I'll show you here. So we have the speakers mounted and the microphone is here. I will provide some sound quality tests here in the next bit. So this unit, you cannot use this unit if you have a wide bottom here, and the only reason where you likely would, so this is an LS2 Valiant helmet, and this is the helmet I'm going to keep, I'm going to use for testing for a while because it's kind of finicky. So this has a slider on the bottom that deploys the sun shield. This will not fit in there, so you'll want a helmet that has a thinner bottom plastic here. Most helmets do not have this problem. This is so far the only helmet that I've run into with that problem. So I was able to mount it, I was able to wear it and do a sound quality test. I think actually it sounds surprisingly good. Does it sound as good as my R6S? I don't know. Does it sound better than the M910 Pro? I think so. It's going to be, I'm not able to do a riding test on this because it's not going to hold. But the sound quality just sitting with the helmet on sounds really good. Surprisingly good. It sounds like a pair of headphones. Not super high-end headphones, but just a regular pair of headphones. So if you are somebody who does a lot of solo riding, or if you are planning on using a communicator and you expect that you would only talk to one person at a time, or have a conference call, or use a separate app and not rely on the headsets themselves to operate in a mesh or anything like that, I think this is fine. This is a good unit. It's very easy to use. It has a built-in radio, so if you happen to be out in the middle of nowhere and there's no cell phone reception, and maybe there's radio reception, you can pick that up. So I think it's a good unit. For the $25 or so that you'd spend on it, I think it's a decent choice. And I'm gonna try and offer up some sound quality tests. So stand by for that.
Okay, so this is what the sound quality of a phone call coming out of the GEARELEC X5 helmet Bluetooth headset sounds like. This is with the visor up. Now this is with the visor closed. This is what it will sound like with your visor closed, helmet closed, everything all closed up. I can't simulate what wind noise sounds like on this, but this is if you're sitting at a red light, this should give you a basic idea of what it sounds like.
So something I want to clarify, this is a unit I bought myself. This is not a unit that was provided by the manufacturer. This is not a paid demonstration or demo or anything like that. I bought this myself. And truthfully, I like it. I think it is a phenomenal value at the $25 price point for somebody who is just starting out riding, somebody who's just getting into it, somebody who doesn't know what they like yet. I think this is a great way to start out before you dump $300 into a communicator that nobody you know has. I think this is a phenomenal way to start out. Does it feel kind of cheap? Yeah, it feels really light. The plastic itself is like shiny. It's not really something I'm used to on higher end equipment. But it has pretty much all of the basic features that you need just to get going. I think the sound quality is surprisingly good at this price point. I don't think you can go wrong with this. I don't think you'd be wasting $25 by buying this just to try it out. The reason that I bought it to do this demo is because I wanted to see what the cheapest lineup has to offer. And surprisingly, it's pretty decent. So again, if you're on a budget and you just kind of want to get something in your helmet so that you can have music, so that you can take a phone call if you need to, whatever, this is probably the best $25 that you'll spend. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. I'll try to answer it if I can. And I will see you on the next one.